Mayday! 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 Mayday!
What is up, runners? That is the ending of our launch gameplay trailer with the announcement for the Server Slam dates of the 26th through the 2nd of February into March, which should get us all the way basically until March 5th when the game comes out. This launch gameplay trailer premiered just now at the State of Play, but I don't want to go ahead and show you the whole thing. I watched it over a couple times, and there's nothing that I really want to point out from this trailer that is under the surface or anything. The majority of the really interesting stuff is the voice acting, the voice work, the characters, which is not something that we've really seen before. Most of the gameplay segments are gameplay quirks and things that we've seen pretty repeatedly over the last couple months. So down below, I'm going to go ahead and link it just so you can watch that. It's about 2.5 minutes, so go ahead and give that a watch before you continue on from here. So to go along with the launch cinematic gameplay trailer stuff, Bungie has gone ahead and made a post on their news site, which if you need the link is going to be bungie.net. Just go to the news section. For the Server Slam specifically, they have the starting date of February 26th on here. And there is some interesting stuff about this test. Now, assumedly, there was not going to be any progression or things carrying over, but actually, turns out we're wrong. So this is going to start at 10 a.m. Pacific, or I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern time for everybody on East Coast, and then end on March 2nd at the same time. You're going to be able to play on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam with crossplay and cross-save. So if you have multiple, you should be able to switch between consoles or PC and still maintain your progression. Now, you are going to earn rewards for playing the Slam. They have a couple things just for queuing up, and then for certain milestones, you'll get more and more. So if you join them Starside, they get extra gear based on how well you do. Everyone who does the intro mission will get an emblem and a player background. This is for kind of like your player card, think like Call of Duty back in the day, that you can put on those cosmetics for if you kill people or become friends. Then, depending on how much you play, how far you level, which questing will also give you some levels. So definitely something to be trying to do in this test and see what you can get. But for the first mission, you will get the standard arrival cache, which means at launch, you will queue up and you will have 6 regular implants. I think these are all white as standard. So you'll have 6 white implants, 4 runner cores, 6 weapon chips, and you'll start with an extra overrun and hardline. I believe this is in addition to whatever your standard stuff is in your stash. I don't know what it is on 1.0 launch, right? But then at level 10, you will get the green cache in addition, I assume. I'm assuming this is all in addition to each other and you'll get more and more. If not, then you're just going to get the upgraded stuff, but it sounds weird to do that. I think you'll just add on more boxes as you level up. For level 10, you get 6 green implants, green runner shell cores, 2 for each shell, totaling 12 cores total, 4 green weapon chip mods, and then a green magnum and a green hardline. And I will say, we haven't talked about weapons yet, but the way that weapons work is the rarity is determined by the mods on them. The weapon itself functions exactly the same. There is no weapon upgrading like in Arc. It's just the weapon is white, all weapons are white, and then based on the attachments on them, increases the rarity as like the average of the attachments. So these are going to be modded, but not like crazy better than a regular Magnum or a regular hardline that you would find. Then if you can reach level 30, which in about 5 days is a bit of an ask. I think it took me about a week and a half to hit level 40 in the alpha, but who knows how leveling has changed since then, right? So if you do get to level 30, you get a blue cache, which is going to give you deluxe and enhanced implants, so blue and green, of 3 each for 6 total. Then you'll get deluxe and enhanced runner shell cores, 1 for each shell, up to 12 total. So you still have the same number of these cores as the green one, except half of them are now blue. Then same thing with the weapon chips. You're going to add 2 blue ones on top, it looks like, and keep the 4 from before. And then you're going to get a blue magnum and a blue volley rifle, which I believe is the 3-round burst pulse rifle, basically, or just burst rifle in this game. I haven't played with it, but I believe that's what it's called. And then you will get a blue backpack, which is pretty awesome. Blue backpacks are a lot of space. Regular backpacks are about 2 rows. I think a blue backpack's like 4 rows, which pretty much, if I'm correct, doubles your inventory size. So definitely great if you're able to play. If you're really interested in the game once you are playing the network test, definitely, slam it out, try to get to that 30. But even just queuing up and doing the intro mission for that white kit is going to get you a little extra stuff to start you off on day 1. I think most likely you're going to end up dying quite a bit anyways, so you'll probably lose this stuff very quickly, and if you hold on to it, did you need it in the first place? Have fun. That's the main thing about the test. Just make sure you're having fun and enjoying your time. So the emblem, player banner, and loot rewards are all going to be there when the game launches on the 5th, and assumedly if you pick it up after then, you will still maintain your progress on those. Now, during the server slam, they're telling us what's in the game. So we have just 2 maps, which is Perimeter and Dire Marsh, the 2 that you will have seen if you've been watching gameplay footage from the alpha up until now. Those are the 2 most showed off maps. We are going to get early contracts for 5 of the 6 factions. So Cyberacme, New Cal, Traxxas, Mida, and Arachne are going to have at least their starting quests to get them leveled up just a little bit, so you can get some of that progress. So that'll get you into their trees for their reputation, where you can buy some upgrades and some unlocks and new things to buy. We're going to have 5 of these 6 runner shells available for launch. Thief is not going to be available in this test. And Rook is going to be available for anybody who wants to go ahead and queue up Rook, play with proxy chat, mess around with people, run at people really aggressively and not care about what you're going to lose. Rook is going to be there. Now you are going to also have 3v3s, solo, and then using proximity chat to fight people or team up. So all of that is going to be available in the server slam. In 1.0, which is on the 5th, if you buy the game, you will get the last 2 maps of the game, which Cryo Archive comes out partway through the season, kind of like Salamantis did for Ark. Thief is going to be accessible in the main game, not in this network test. Unfortunately, my favorite character, not here. I've never played her, but she's cool. You're going to have full progression for all 6 factions, so they're going to take off the limits on leveling. And then we are going to get SecGen on there, or Sekaguchi, whatever you want to call them. That is the last faction. Ranked mode is going to come during the middle of the season. And then other things, which who knows what that's going to be. And then once again, the gameplay trailer is here. Featuring, I think, one of the AIs for the colony. I think there was several on the colony. It says its name is like Joy, which is not Leela, not one of the Marathon AIs, but it's probably transmitted through the Marathon the way they talked about it. And then finally, just to touch on, weapon charms are going to be a thing. So if you are on PlayStation and you log in on PS Plus with Marathon and get the game, you should end up getting the Ghost of Yote weapon charm, which is this little face mask. The Death Stranding 2, which should be this battle guitar. I was really confused for a minute. I was looking at this bottom part like, is it a test tube? I don't know. And then if you are also here, you'll get Helldivers, which is the Helldivers logo, which I think is pretty good. And I'm sad I'm not going to get that on my PC. But they do say for other players, for Xbox and Steam, they are going to have other weapon charms in the future. So we'll see what those are eventually. But that is all I wanted to bring up today. I just wanted to run you through this news article for the Server Slam and all the details about it, as well as let you know that this trailer is out, and definitely go ahead and watch that trailer. Let me know down below if you're going to be playing the network test, and I will see you all again very, very soon.